Hello everyone, and welcome to the Knit1.Tea2 podcast. I am Dale, and it is Friday, September 22nd at 1:42. I am a little short on time. I actually wasn't going to record today. I'll be real. My mood has been off this week, like so bad, and I was just not really feeling it. But then I decided, because I didn't want to put that like out there, but then I thought, you know what, sharing about my making brings me joy. So, and life isn't always sunshine and rainbows. So here we are. So I'm going to share with you what I've been making, but if my energy is not what it normally is, that's why. But we're making it through. Every day's a new day. And I am planning to do Vlogtober, so you might see some of that down time. It's just a part of life. So that's that. So I decided to record because, like I said, sharing about my makings and what I'm working on brings me joy. So I want to do things that make me happy. All right, so without further ado, welcome back to all of my subscribers, and welcome to all of my new subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here, new and returning viewers, and I just want to thank you for being there, for watching my videos, for commenting, for liking, for subscribing, and supporting my content. So let's just start with finished objects, like we always do. Oh, I should have brought, well, I'm not very organized today because, like I said, I wasn't actually planning on recording, but here we are. So my first finished object is my shorty socks that I finished, that I was working on last time. I'm just going to put them on the sock blockers. I don't know if last time I mentioned, oh, I still didn't look up the colorway. I don't think I mentioned the colorway of the Yarnable yarn. So these are my shorty socks. Let's start with that. These are the socks. This one is not sitting right. There we go. I love them. So they kind of really match my wall pretty good. But I started these on the 10th, September 10th, and I finished them on the 17th. They only took me 7 days. Shorties usually go pretty quick for me. I did mention that the yellowish goldish color was from a local yarn dyer named Sharon, and she dyes a lot of natural dyes. And then this was a Yarnable colorway. I'm pretty sure it was like New Year's something. I made a pair of longer socks with this yarn and gifted them to my sister. My sister is also a maker, and she gifts socks a lot, and I was like, I don't know if she's ever gotten a sock. So I had made her a pair for Christmas last year. Was it Christmas or her birthday? Either way, I made her these socks, and there's nothing like getting a homemade gift, even if you are a maker and make things for yourself. It is just something special about knowing that someone made something for you, I think. So that's my theory on that. And I do like to have, it's like a little bit of a hole there, kind of. Sometimes I get the little holes in my, where I pick up the gusset. It's like not really noticeable, but there is a little bit. So that's something I still struggle with sometimes. I think it just depends on the yarn, and I think it just depends on my tension as I'm knitting it and how tightly I pull those stitches. So, but yeah, so that's those. I do like to, if I'm gifting a pair of socks, make a shorty pair of socks for myself so that I can have some of the yarn as well. Doesn't always happen, well, know. I haven't gifted as many socks. I make my husband, I've made him quite a few socks. And last year was really the first year that I gifted socks to people. So, other than him. But, yeah. This year, I'm not really. I need to make a pair of socks for Liliana for Christmas, but okay. I'm getting distracted easily. Oh, I never wound in these ends. Well, I have 2 dishcloths finished that apparently still need the ends woven in, so I count that as finished. But that's the first one. The colorway was Holiday Multi, I believe. Sugar and cream. Peaches and cream. Sugar. Oh, jeez. I didn't write it down. I think it was peaches and cream. No holes. I use the same pattern. My favorite dishcloth, dish scrubber, and coaster. It's linked down below. I didn't say you can find me on Instagram as Knit1.Tea2 and on Ravelry as Knit1Tea2, no dot in the middle. And I have project pages linked down below with finished object project pages and works in progress project pages. I try and update them as best as I can. I go through phases with that. This is the second dishcloth. Apparently I didn't weave those ends in either. It's getting very blown out, but it's purple. I think that's better. Purple. And that color I think I have to share with you after. I shared it in my last week's podcast. So that's that one. And like I said, I'm making another one that's in my whips, so I can verify that. It was the Loops and Thread yarn from Michaels. Purple something. Oh, it's over there. Why do I always do this to myself? Okay, let's go to the next one. I finished my toddler hat that I was making. It's sized like 9 to 18 months, I think. I used the Fiber of Maine. I have it right here. Fiber of Maine, the Maine baby hat pattern. You'd think after saying it so many times I would, I don't remember. But worsted weight yarn. The purple is Red Heart Purple Tonals. The yellow, I think I got it at the dollar store, if I'm being honest with you. It's, I think, the Premier acrylic yarn. It's very soft, actually. This is my toddler hat. 9 to 18 months is what the pattern says. Why is everything so, there we go. It's like when I move my, I don't know. It must be like the light outside or something. I always get distracted by that. But toddler hat is done. I finished it today. I was only going to work on it for 10 minutes. I've been trying to do like some 10-minute increments on it because I just kind of wanted it to be done. And then today I set my timer for 10 minutes. 10 more minutes. And then 10 more minutes. I think I worked on it for half an hour and it was done. So there's that. And then I did make my daughter a placemat. So let me first share with you, I had made these placemats for myself before, so I still had the pattern. It's called Alexa's Sampler Placemats by Alexa Ludman. And I don't know if this was on Ravelry. I don't know if I just got it from the website. But I will put that down below. However, I wasn't really impressed with the pattern, so maybe I won't, because let me share why. Hold on, let me grab the placemat. She was using it, it's on my coffee table. Okay, so this is the placemat. I used her tie-dyed yarn. It was Loops and Thread white was the base, and then she dyed it. I mean, it's a nice pattern. You know, I do like the pattern. However, I believe, so I didn't hold the yarn double like I said. And I had to go down a needle size, but the pattern repeat, like if I had followed the pattern, it would have stopped and been like this big. So I did more pattern repeats, and I actually had enough yarn, I could have done another one, but it's good for Liliana. She likes it. So I don't know, I just wasn't really, like it says the finished placemat is about 14.5 inches. Yeah, see, I could have gone more. By 10. So I got the 10, but definitely wouldn't have gotten the 14. I would have gotten like 6 or 7 if I followed the pattern with what it said, but whatever. It's fine. I do like the pattern. I must have done the same thing last time. I don't know. But anyways, I finished that. She's happy with it. She gets to use her tie-dye yarn. I made her something with it, and she's happy. I have enough yarn left over. This is why I'm like, I could have made it bigger, but I think I can make a dishcloth or some coasters. We'll see. She might want a coaster as well, and I might be able to make a couple. So we'll see what I decide to do with that. Those are my finished objects. I'm going to throw that back on my coffee table. And that's what I have. So I'll move on to whips. So I'm not going to show you my scrappy blanket. I did knit like 2 rows on it, but it's nothing to write home about. So I'm not going to show that, but I just wanted to mention it. It's still a work in progress, but it's a long-term work in progress. I won't show it every time. I want to show this work in progress because I want to be held accountable, guys. I want to be held accountable because I need to finish this. So I am making a pair of baby socks. I am using the Rye Light Sock pattern by Tin Can Knits for the stitch counts. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. I love their patterns so much. But I'm not doing the pattern, like the pattern part of it. I'm just looking at their sizes. I love the size range of their patterns. So I'm doing the baby size, and I am just turning it into like a vanilla sock pattern, and like I said, just using the counts. So this is where I'm at. The yarn I'm using is Knit Pick Stroll Tonal. Frozen is the colorway. It's a really nice blue. This is my little pumpkin coffee cup stitch marker that I made. Stop focusing on my face and focus on the stitch marker. Blurry, blurry, still blurry. Come on. Okay, that's a little better. So I think I'm going to do I don't know, I might do 25 rounds of the leg. I can't remember how many rounds of the cuff I did. But I'm just kind of winging it, and I'll just make the second one to match. Chickens. So I want to be held accountable for this, so I'm hoping to at least have one finished baby sock by next week. We'll see. I don't work on it all that often. Socks go really quick. Baby socks go really quick. But when I'm sitting here doing others, like I'm sitting here surrounded by other projects and whips, and that's not one that I gravitate towards the most for whatever reason. Until that time when, like I said, like the toddler hat, I was like, okay, this needs to be done now. So I'll get to that point. Yeah. Chickens! Maybe I should go check on them. Okay, chickens are fine. I don't know. Sometimes they try and like fly up onto the deck, and sometimes it's too high and they like fall off. We do have hawks around here, so I just wanted to make sure that like it was okay. So, all right. So I have 2 new dishcloths that I cast on. And this is them. I do 2 at a time on it. This is a size 7, 16-inch circular. So this is just the second one of what I had last time. And that colorway is Violet Splash. Loops and threads. No. Yeah, loops and threads. Capri Eco Cotton. It's not showing up great. The second one, which is coming out really sweet. It's like very light pale colors. I like it. I love this cotton, super soft, and it really is. Print, colorways Eastern Nova, 100% cotton. I love it. It's so soft. I'm actually going to use that and make some dishcloths or washcloths for the baby. So I'm excited about that. So it's really, oh my gosh, it's so soft. It's so nice to work with. And now I want more of that yarn. So I'm going to work on using up a little bit more of what I have, and then probably get some more from Hobby Lobby. Yeah. Dishcloths. What else do I have? So I finished the toddler hat. Another reason why I was like, the toddler hat needs to be done, because I needed those needles to start another project. So my daughter, Liliana, does ballet, and she wanted leg warmers. So I had it right here. Yeah, it's right here. Oh my gosh. I'd lose my brain if it wasn't attached. I mentioned this book before, but in the Kids Knitting Workshop by Susan B. Anderson, there's a leg warmer pattern. It's small, medium, and large, I think, are the options. Making Liliana a small because she is small, and I had measured her calf circumference, the length of her leg, and everything. And the small size will be good for her. So she's into pink and black. Okay, I don't know what happened to this yarn. So it was a skein and I caked it up, but like, usually I wind it from the skein into a cake and rewind the cake. It still came out funky. I don't know what happened, but whatever, it works. So this is just a black. This is Sprightly Yarns acrylic worsted. I saved the tag. I got this at Job Lot. Either I bought it at Job Lot or I was gifted a whole bag of yarn from the local Buy Nothing group on Facebook. And this could have been in there, but regardless, it's from Job Lot. It was $2, $1.99. Colorway is black. It's 100% acrylic, 100 grams, 201 yards. So, yep, I just pulled this from my stash. So this one, and then I'm using, this is Big Twist Bubble Gum. This I had used for Liliana's blanket. This and another one. So I know that that's what that is. And then this one, I have no idea what it is. But it's just like a fingering sparkly. I tried to make socks with it and didn't love making socks with it, but I love adding it into, like holding it double with other yarns. It just makes, I don't know, sometimes it just makes the piece. And that's, I'll show you. Because I did start the leg warmers, which I'll have to now put away for the weekend because she'll be home. So I'm making her these for Christmas. And this, I have my little watermelon clay stitch marker that I made. And this is how it's coming out. And I see that bit of sparkle in the black, like I just love that. So, and then I'm holding it with the pink too, which I didn't know if I liked, but I think she'll like it. Kind of hard to tell. I don't know. Do I like that held double with the pink too? I think as it gets going, like I said, I think she'll love it. What do you think? Should I keep the black in there with the pink too? Because it doesn't like show up every stitch. See, there's like a hunk of just more plain pink. What do you think? But yeah, these are her leg warmers. Let me know down below what you think if I should keep the black in there. Because like I said, I can't work on this at all this weekend because she'll be home. So there's that. So that started for Christmas. Started that today. I did actually make a Ravelry project page for that. I've been trying to like take progress pictures. I'm not good at that. I'm not good at that at all, but I've really been trying for my next project, which is my Harvest cardigan by Tin Can Knits. I love it. I didn't love it at first. So last time, and I'll tell you why. So last time I was on the collar, and then when I picked up, now I don't remember which edge I started on, but this is, actually I'm pretty sure I only had like this done. But I have since split for the body and the sleeves. Now I have this scrunched up on a smaller cable. It's like a 24-inch cable. And I know, I think Aquila from a Lefty Knitter podcast had mentioned this, and I agree. I like my stitches more squished together because I like the way they move from like needle to needle better. I don't have to constantly stop and like push all the stitches. So, but yeah, so I split for the body and the sleeves. I'm excited. So when I first picked up the stitches, also I switched from a medium to a medium large. I was looking at the stitch counts on this one versus the stitch counts on the flax, and I decided a medium large I think would be good. So anyways, I did switch sizes, which was fine because it was the same number of cast on for the collar and stuff like that, so that was no biggie. I decided early enough that I didn't have to rip anything out. But when I started picking up the stitches, like this got very boxy, and I was like, whoa, like it literally looked like this. And I was like, oh, I did something wrong. But as I kept going, it flattened out and curved, so that was good. But yeah, I love it. Let me show you the back because I keep showing you the front. Like I said, it is squishy, but I really like the colors. I think this is a really good fall color that has some variegation, but isn't like woo either. I mean, I like whoa too, but yeah, I love it. I haven't worked on it at all today. I was working on other things. The days go by fast, really. So I might bring that to work on in the pickup line for school. I think I will. I need to move the marker. Oh, I'm trying out some of my stitch markers that I had made. So this is a leaf, one of the leaves. This is an acorn that didn't come out the best. Like I said, I'm learning in this new endeavor of making stitch markers. But where's my progress keeper? I think I need a bigger one because this little star and moon is amazing. I love it, but it gets lost on this sweater. So I'm going to pick a different one. And then I only have one more whip. I think I'm going to use my Breaking Yarn blue progress keeper because that will definitely stand out. Okay. So I put it on there so it's ready to go, and you'll be able to see next time how much progress I've made, which is hopefully going to be a lot. All right, so I did move my marker. Okay, so my cross stitch is the only other thing that I have to share for makings. I am doing the Kit and Caboodle make along with Courtney of Pearls of Parmadice. If you haven't checked out her channel, go check it out. And it's cross stitch is a challenge for me. I've never done it before. This is what I'm making. A little ghosty pumpkin hanger. and I started it and messed up. And so yeah, so that was my mess up. I started way too close to the edge there. But I have since, I didn't take that out because I'm waiting to see if I can just cut that off. But yeah, that's what I've gotten so far. It is not easy. And it's been, like, last weekend was not nice weather. This weekend's not supposed to be nice weather either. So when it's too dark, even though I have this light right here, it's hard to see. So it's going. It's going slowly but surely. It's different. I like it. I'm excited for it to be done. But it's different. So yeah, it's going. And I have this living in, this is actually supposed to be a Notions bag, but from Ginger Snap Fibers. And I don't always share my bags because I have the same ones. Guys, I work off the same ones. I forgot a whip though. I forgot my socks. I cast on new socks from last time. When did I start them? I started them on Sunday, so that was the 17th, my sister's birthday. So in my peach bag, I have a new pair of socks. And I just started the heel this morning. I only did 2 rows. 1 row. 2 rows. These chickens. So I'm just doing vanilla sock. That's my heel started. Slip stitch, heel flap, and gusset. Vanilla sock from by the Crazy Sock Lady. This is the yarn. I have it in a yarn cozy that I had made. I need to make more of these. But that's the yarn. It's Knit Picks. It is Knit Picks Stroll Fingering Weight Taffeta hand painted yarn. Taffeta is the, I don't know if I'm saying that right, is the colorway. It's 462 yards, 100 grams, 75% super fine, 75% fine super wash merino wool, 25% nylon. So I really like this yarn. I like working with it. I like the way it's striping up. This was the same as that, my mixed tape socks if you watched previous episodes. But it's striping totally different. Like that one didn't really stripe. This one is, and I really like it. So there's that. I have project plans. I might share them next time because next time will be closer to October 1st. And I literally have like 2 sock cast on plans for October 1st. Yeah. So, I mean, my Harvest cardigan will count towards Kay of the Crazy Sock Ladies Make Along. Crazy Spooky Make Along 2023, I think is the hashtag, which I need to take pictures. I never took pictures of the last 2 pairs of socks I finished to post in Ravelry and on Instagram to enter that make along. Well, one of them was for that make along, but I just found some of this thread. Gotta get it in the bag there. So yeah, so that's all my making. So if you were just here for the making, then that is it. If you want to stick around for some life stuff, books, meals, bump update, things like that, then stick around. Okay, so some life stuff. Let's see. I am 27 weeks pregnant right now. I will post a bump picture here. 27 weeks. Yeah, I talked about in the beginning, my mood isn't great. Just because, I don't know why. But it's okay. We'll get better. I'm still enjoying pumpkin spice creamer a lot. I think my mood isn't great because I'm not sleeping very well. I can't really get comfortable already. So I think that's just definitely not helping my mood. The weather is getting a little bit nicer though, and I did go for a walk today. I went for a walk yesterday. I think I worked outside on the farm on Tuesday. I do 1 day a week at an herb farm. Yeah, so I have been getting some time outside, which is good. Monday was crappy weather here, but that's okay. So yeah, there's that. I am sad because at night my hands will like fall asleep. I think it's just the way that I'm trying to get comfortable on them. So I really can't wear all my rings anymore. I have my thumb rings still for now. They're still okay for now. This one's a little tight. But I woke up the other night, and my wedding bands are fine. My wedding band and engagement ring are okay. But my other rings, I love my rings, but I woke up the other night and they felt very tight and I couldn't get them off very easily. So I was like, you know what? And I know I could put them on in the morning and take them off at night. I just don't because it's not a habit. So rather than wake up and really can't get them off, I'm just not going to wear all my rings anymore. So that's a little sad. I mean, little things, but. So that's that. Books I'm reading. Oh, and I want to add my Goodreads link down below. So that's another thing I'm going to add. I need to just try and get to Goodreads, not through the app and through the website, and see if I can link that down below too. But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to. So I read or listened to, nope, these are both audiobooks. So I listened to Cherish by Tracy Wolff. It was the number 6 in a series that I was reading by her. Crave series was what it's called. Crave was the series title. And Cherish was the last book. So I finished that. It wasn't my favorite. I feel like that series kind of went downhill. The first book was really good, and then, I mean, I still listened to it because I wanted to know what happened, but like it wasn't one that I was like, I have to keep listening, I have to keep going, like yeah. The other book that I listened to and actually just finished just before I went for my walk was Rhapsodic by Laura. I'll put her name down below. I'll actually put a picture of the book. I think I can do that. I'll take a picture of the book and put it here. It was an audiobook. I used Libby, which is the app from the library. So I was able to borrow that from the library. And I'm going to start the second book in that series as a series as well. My friend tells me all about different books, and we like similar books. So she just sent me this suggestion. So, and of course the series. She always finds good series. Yeah. So, and if you've read, is this like giving anything away in the book? That same friend just gifted me a sweatshirt last night of Valaris, City of Starlight. So if you have read A Court of Thorns and Roses, then you get that. So I was very excited. I haven't tried it on yet. I mean, it's been still hot here, so I mean there has been fall like weather in the mornings. In the evenings, still like my house gets hot and I'm just hot, so but the mornings have been nice. Okay, so books and then meals. I'm gonna start sharing my meals with y'all. I'm gonna start sharing my meals, so as part of my life, because I like food. So I did last night. I made a beef stew in my crock pot. We generally like it better in the oven because, well, see, I don't mind it either way, but it's more of the liquid gets soaked in the oven versus the crock pot. But we have dance class on Thursday nights, and it was just easier to put it in the crock pot. It was really good. So beef stew, I make my own like Lipton onion soup mix. Sorry, I got cut off by my alarm. for school pickup. But yeah, beef stew. I make my own Lipton onion soup mix. And then just put in carrots, onions, potatoes, and stew meat. The night before that, I did an egg roll in a bowl. So I really wanted egg rolls, but being gluten-free, I had really like spring roll wrappers, like the rice paper wrappers that I had used before. I had tried to freeze them. That did not work, guys. I don't know if it's because I mushed them, but they were in a million pieces and I couldn't use it. So I just did an egg roll in a bowl. I made just white rice with bone broth and some ground pork and just sauteed that up with some onions, and then just did like the inside veggies of the egg roll. So cabbage, carrots, bean sprouts, water chestnuts, some soy sauce, and some seasonings. I don't even know what I put in there. Probably garlic powder, onion powder, adobo, all the things. These are the things that I'm going to be like, I'll share more if you're interested. When you watch my Vlogtober, I will try and share more of like what I put in stuff. I don't use tons of recipes. I have gotten to the point where I kind of make my own. For a while I wouldn't, but now I'm getting a little more adventurous. So there is that. And I think that's it. I think that's it. I have no idea what I'm doing tonight for dinner. I think it's just going to be leftovers. So, but yeah, and then Vlogtober is coming quick. So I will do another episode next week, hopefully. And then Vlogtober will be here. Will I do an episode in Vlogtober? Not every week. Will I do an episode maybe once in the month or twice in the month? Maybe. For those of you who just aren't interested in Vlogtober and like vlog style videos, I don't know. Depends on how I'm feeling. Depends on my energy. Depends how everything's going with my pregnancy. My first daughter was early. I'm not going to go into like too many personal medical details, but my daughter was early, so God willing that won't be the case this time. But I don't want to make any promises that I can't keep. So I'm just being straightforward. You might get a regular podcast episode, you might not. So yeah. Thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here, and every time I see how many views that my videos are getting, I greatly appreciate it. And I love seeing all comments. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I appreciate everyone who shares my videos. I really do. I like building community of people who are like-minded. So that's that. Hopefully I will see everyone next week, and then Vlogtober will start. I think October 1st is a Sunday, so that'll be interesting because my people will be here to start with on day one. So, but it'll be good. But weekends are always a little more difficult for me because, like I said, my people are home. So anyways, all right. We'll see how that goes when it gets here. Thank you, everybody, and I will see you next time.